We just saw yesterday you posted singing to your baby girl playing the ukulele.
Yeah, her name is Saga.
And how is she doing? Does she have any milestones lately? Is she starting
Well,
to
how newborns
chat?
work is that they just sit there and then they just continue sitting there.
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, back here at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, and we're joined by MGK. Can we get up for MGK in the building?
Wow, my voice was out. I just tried to woo for myself, and it did not. I really hope that mic did not pick that up. That was a bad woo.
Well, listen, we got it for you, okay? We're so excited
Yes.
to have you here. If you're here, it means we're talking new music, and you have a new album coming out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lost Americana, coming out in August.
Yeah.
Tell us about this project.
It's a lot like this spinner belt that I'm wearing. It's just, it's just fun and entertaining to play. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really obsessed.
No, I
with
like
this
the, I like
belt,
the
yeah.
details today.
It's a long car drive. By long, it's so interesting. It's only 46 minutes, so it's not long at all. But it's like, it's all the music I would want to hear with the windows down and the sun blasting, kind of, or the music blasting and the sun like going down, because it definitely starts out daytime and it ends nighttime.
Oh, wow. Speaking of that, I thought it was so funny you posted on TikTok that you were listening to, was it Cliche, before the album came out? Fans saw you in the car.
I didn't post that. That was a fan posted that.
And that was the first time that they had heard the song.
Yeah,
but you were actually doing just that. You were listening to the music.
I was
windows
listening
down.
to myself. So embarrassing. Sorry. But it's a jam, dude. I was in my car like, sick.
I love it.
Yeah.
Was that happened to you before? Was that the first time?
It's happened to me before, but usually I'm listening to something like, like I'm listening to something like really heavy or whatever. That was the first time, like when I saw that, and I was like, oh god, I'm listening to myself though. I tried to roll the window up, and I was like, that won't go anywhere. We're all good, because that also happened to me on the set of the Cliche music video. Was that like a group? I was doing the dance routine, and it was the first take that we did it. And it's on a really popular road.
Yeah.
And it was the scene where I kind of, do these hips with the mop. And it was the first take, so like my hips aren't warmed up. I don't know.
You were warming up.
I was warming
yeah.
up. And so I did it, and I was like, oh, like, let's redo it. That was really bad. And then I look over, and there was a car full of like kids with their phone out, just like, what is MGK doing with that broom? And I was like, oh God.
You're like, just wait, okay?
I prayed
Just
to
wait
the
and
viral
see.
gods, like, please do not let this clip go anywhere.
And
please.
did it go viral?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I hope they don't watch
That's
this
why
interview.
that's
Are
why
they
I
gonna-
was. Yeah, if you have that clip, just do me a
Don't.
favor. Just don't ever. Just don't do it. Don't do anything with that.
Let's talk about the Cliche music video, though. First off, like, people had such a reaction to it. It is so funny because obviously we know
Yeah.
your idea behind it, what went into it. What was your reaction when you first released it? Their thoughts are coming in. How quickly did you realize people are catching on to it? Did they understand the concept?
Well, one I love all the girls and the guys who just were like, this is so fun. I'm so happy to see like a fun music video. We've had so many music videos from people of like, look how cool I am, dude, or like, look how mysterious I am, or look at this. I was just like, yeah, I want to have fun. Everyone's in this nostalgia kick.
Yeah.
But it's almost like their version of nostalgia is like VHS shot. But it's like, sure, but like the nostalgia though was like the fun feeling you had, like that you were looking at on the screen where people were like with t-shirts that were being blown by a fan, and it was like ridiculous, but it was bold, and so that was the fun. And so I did that, and I really appreciate everyone who appreciated it. And then I also simultaneously realized how dumb people are.
Like, some people did not
I was like,
understand
hey,
that
man,
the cliches were the cliches.
it's the song title, dude. I spelled it out for you so easy. Like it's I'm wearing it on the shirt. It's all a joke of itself, you know. And now that you've done that, I'm just not going to stop. I'm going to dance halfway through this interview and you don't even know it.
Please do. I was impressed with the moves. I loved the whole choreography, and then I looked, and Sean Bankhead was a choreographer, which I'm such a fan of his. What was it like to work alongside him?
He was so lost when I FaceTimed him. He was like, "Why is MGK calling me?"
He's like, "What are we doing?
What are we doing?" And I played him. I didn't even make it through the chorus, and he was like, "I understand it," and he thought it was such a cool idea because it was such an unlikely link up. You know, because we're in such different worlds. We came together, we did one dance rehearsal, and then the next day he was coming. I only did, I think, 3 before we shot the music video.
3 rehearsals total?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the second day, I couldn't make it to the rehearsals because I was finishing up some of the album, so he had to come to the studio, and Camila was next door to us in the studio, and I was over with Camila. I was playing Cliche. Camila might have been the first person that heard Cliche.
You're kidding.
Other than my newborn in the stomach.
Oh.
But, so I was playing it for Camila, and then Sean Bankhead, was walking in. She was like, "Oh my God, that's Sean Bankhead. That's like, you're with like a goat. Why are you with a goat right now? This doesn't make any, everyone was kind of lost when I was doing,
Did she text you when the video went live? Was she like, wait, I saw this? What did she think? What was her reaction?
She thought it was...
Should we call her?
I won't do her like that.
FaceTime?
Bro, the music video and song are so good. But the last text above that was I had invited her to my birthday party I have at my house, and I was like, the invite is mostly for your mom. I mean, you know how it goes. But it was a joke because, you know.
I love that. Okay, so she loves the music video, and I'm curious. For you and Sean, did you guys have like a list of reference points or like videos that you watched to like get an idea of what you wanted? Like obviously to hit that nostalgia feel. Like did you have something like the research going back through of what you wanted?
I mean, any Missy Elliott video is just prime like iconic dancing to me. But let's see, NSync just dress wise, like aesthetic wise. I'm trying to remember if it was Tearing Up My Heart or. I think it might have been Tearing Up My Heart, which was like the white T-shirts and jeans.
Yes.
Was that the video?
I think so. That's the one, right?
It was that, or it was I Want You Back.
So you had a lot of like just boy bands just playing.
I want you back. Yeah, for sure. But boy bands already play in my whip anyways.
Yeah.
I rock with it. I'm surprised that's what I was saying. Like, if you aren't catching me playing Cliche, you might catch me rocking some of that.
Yeah, what is your go-to song when you get in the car, windows down, you like need to vibe?
I rock with, I think it's track 3 on the, I like track 3 on both the NSYNC albums. Track 3 on the first one is, I think, Here We Go. Here we go, one more time. That one. And I think track 3 on the other one, which is like the puppet one where they're like puppets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With Bye 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 on it?
Yeah.
I think track 3 of that is Space Cowboy.
Wait, I didn't, this was not what I anticipated. I like,
you like Space Cowboy?
Oh yeah, Britt's like, yeah, she's confirming.
It's track 3? You know I know my shit.
Should we send them this interview?
I think, well, my friend, I did a Bye 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 freestyle.
I know I was going to ask you about that. I loved it.
Yeah, my friend sent it to Justin, and he was like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if NSYNC knows how deep my fandom goes, but yeah.
Did they get invited to the birthday party?
I didn't invite NSYNC to the birthday party.
Next time.
No. That was a good, my birthday party is the assembly of the most random people in life, and I do it on purpose so everyone leaves and it's like, bro, like, so-and-so and like so-and-so was at the same party. I'm so confused. I like just being the epicenter of all of the, of the reasons why 2 groups of people would never be in the same room.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, were you going to say something else about your love for NSYNC?
I have these boxed collectibles of them, and I bought 3 at this vintage store in the middle of like a road trip in California, right? And it was 3 of them. It was 3 members, and there's 5 members, and I was like, I need the other 2. Dude, I went back home to Cleveland, and I walk into this vintage store, and the other 2, I swear to God, were on the shelf, and I was like, yo, I'm going full Thanos right now, and I'm getting the other.
That was meant to be.
Dog, you're telling me that the last 2 happened, and it was in my hometown, and obviously the 3 were just sitting there. I was like, this sucks. Like, I need the 5.
You had
and the 2 were just in my hometown, and I was, dude.
No, that's a sign. That's a sign from above.
I know. There's got to be something because all I do is just go home and like look at them, and I'm just like, I wonder like what
That was my next question for you. Where are they now?
They're just chilling there. Maybe they gave me
Like, in your house?
they gave me the juju to make Cliche. You know what I mean?
I think they did.
Because as soon as I assembled them, Lost
Oh my God, it's like
Americana
the
started. You
Avengers.
know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Not that Lost Americana is a pop album by any means, but it's like, I mean, Cliche is clutch.
Yeah,
You know, like just
yeah.
in my discography of songs and stuff like that, like just yeah, I don't know. I think like assembling the last two members.
It was like the final force.
Yeah, but I'm also
Are
like.
they in your studio or where?
They're in my studio,
They are?
and there's like gnarly locks to get in my studio. And one day, I just wonder if like some, Disney Channel movie thing is gonna happen, and like they're just gonna come to life, and like I'll just walk in my studio, and they're just like, dude, we've been trapped in here for 3 weeks, homie. Like,
We've been trying.
yo, Justin Timberlake's like, homie, I've had shows. Like, what? Why is a studio locked so well?
I feel like that, even if that doesn't happen, which I think it will one day,
It should
I
be a
think
concept for a music video?
Yes, it should, right?
1000%.
Okay, yes, okay,
1000%.
thank you. Should you do that? Are you already thinking about that?
Hey, NSync, can you just come to my house so we can do this TikTok? Like, let's just make this
Now it's just
happen,
a
right?
TikTok.
We have the boxes. Can we please just do like a smash cut to you guys just like
Yeah.
being outside the boxes? It would mean a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so now that gets me even more excited. Not that I wasn't excited about the album. I'm so excited, but now I'm curious, like, the direction. We have Cliche.
Uh-huh.
We have some other things. What else can you tell us about where this album is going thematically? Where are you exploring?
Subject matter is so simple, which is great because I think a lot of the music I make so personally. All this was personal, but you can substitute myself for you. There's tinges of like alt rock. There's some rap. There's pop. There's ballads. It's a short album. It's 13 songs. So I take pride in that because that means that I had to really just select good ones. And we're in a day and age when for fans, you should know that the more songs an artist has on their album, the more first week sales they'll get, the more numbers they sell because the more amount of streams that they get gives them a higher selling number.
Yeah.
And I'm sacrificing all of that for what I believe to be a concise, conceptual album at the expense of me knowing, man, like maybe we could have sold this many because we put 35 songs on this. But it's like, that's not what, that doesn't resonate to me. I don't want to hear 35 songs at one time from somebody. I'd rather you be very solid on the album you're delivering and keep it, to the traditional like 15 or under.
And like you said, having a concise vision for that.
Yes, man, 35 is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If you have 35 animals,
it's a lot to
you're
take care
not
of.
taking care
You're
of all
not.
of them. You know what
You're
I'm
not.
saying? So just picture 35 cats.
Also, Bob Dylan
Yeah.
narrating the trailer is so epic. You have to tell me how that came about.
Basically, huge honor. I was very confused at how Bob Dylan was even aware of MGK. And I think it was everything that I needed personally in a state of confusion that I was having while feeling misunderstood constantly by not just peers, but like publications and other things like that. And him being almost like the beacon of what just being yourself can lead to, which is like, there were plenty of times in his career where it was like, what is this guy doing? Like, we hate this, and why are you doing this? And then, reflecting back on that, he is, arguably one of the greatest of all time, from songwriting to, just lore in general, so it was like, he was like a lighthouse for me.
Wow.
I'm still digesting that.
That's
I
special.
don't think it's hit me yet.
Did you see A Complete Unknown? I'm so curious your thoughts.
Of course, yeah.
What did you think?
I think Bob Dylan's entirety needs to be told. I think I was so aware of that moment. That electric guitar. I was so aware of that for so long. I think like for a new generation of kids, it was really cool for them to see that. I've just came from seeing so much of his his work that I'm like, I was already familiar with it. You know what I mean?
You knew that moment.
But I love music biopics, and I think like
I do
them being
too.
made is very healthy.
Yeah.
And his story, like, it's important because it shows like why we don't need to keep containing our artists, because he went on to become something so phenomenal after that. If he would have never went electric and started making music that his peers, like the Woody Guthries and all these people that, excuse me, like his mentors would have denounced, like, we wouldn't have got some of the best Bob Dylan songs.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's powerful. Before we go,
Okay.
I have to ask you one more thing.
Okay.
We just saw yesterday you posted singing to your baby girl
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
the ukulele.
Yeah.
Tell me about how is she doing? We got to hear the latest, and you told us about her name too.
Yeah. Her name is Saga.
Can you tell us the meaning behind the name? Yeah, I need to hear.
There's a lot of layered meanings behind the name. She's named after a Norwegian goddess, but my favorite description of the word is epic story, because the becoming of her was epic.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, it's been many years in the making. You know, so that was very serendipitous.
And how is she doing? Does she have any milestones lately? Is she starting to
how newborns
chat?
work is that they just sit there, and then they just continue sitting there. So I'll be back in about 2 years with an update once the
Perfect.
sitting there moves to standing there and crawling there. But yeah, we've got a beautiful little being just sitting there.
I love it. Well, we are so excited for you guys, and we're so excited for the album. Thank you so much for your time again. Can we show some love one more time for MGK in our studio? Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.